Studio Lanier is a full-service creative agency that includes branding, website design, photography, video, print materials like business cards, in addition to marketing.
I ran into Studio Lanier and I fell in love with it. I ended up reaching out to Andrea, and I knew that this was a brand new location and she had never had an intern before, so it was a huge leap for me. She had a lot of marketing experience and she helped me launch a new part of our business, which is a whole apparel line. But in addition to that, we had her work on a website, and she's working on branding for another business. It's completely different than any other studio or any other graphic design firm I've ever seen in my life. It's very unique. I've noticed from the very beginning that Jo's very eager to take on these projects. She was able to take a project, look at some of the examples that we've done, and really take it upon herself to recreate something that I would say was something that we would put out as a product here at Studio Lanier, so that was very impressive. It's definitely helped me with my confidence, being able to reach out to clients, email them, talk to them when they come into the office. She was able to see what it's like when clients come in, and to sort of see, you know, those meetings and then what happens internally after something like that, and how we progress through a project. The difference between being in a classroom and in the field is you're going to learn as much as you can in the classroom, but you're never going to be able to get like hands-on and actually meet with clients until you start your internship and kind of like take that step forward.
WLBZ is the NBC affiliate news station here in Bangor, Maine. The kids who come and do the internship do learn a lot. News can be very fast-paced. It can be we're under the gun all the time.
So I'll come in the morning, I'll find out what story we're doing, and then I'll cut up some video, get the cameras ready, get the TV ready, get the car packed up, and then we'll head out, we'll go shoot our story, and then we come back and then we'll edit fresh video or fresh sound.
We get to teach him, and he gets the hands-on experience and knowledge of something you might not be able to learn at a school. Jackson really wanted to focus on learning the live truck and the satellite truck. A couple things he hasn't been able to get his very hands-on experience with.
Learning how to run a microwave truck, how to run a satellite truck, like it'll help, as a photographer, it'll help me go to a larger market.
So I know this will greatly help his career to extend past here in Bangor if he chooses to go elsewhere, or to stay here.
When I started here, I was a production assistant at first, and then they hired me as an associate producer. And when I was an associate producer, I would ask to go shoot things all the time. I'd be like, hey, what can I do? Can I run this live shot? Can I go do this? Then they would be like, oh, we have this sports game. Can you go shoot that for us? And I'd be like, yeah, of course, I'd love to go do that. And then that helped like snowball into me getting the other job.
Jackson is a very hard worker. He is very talented and very passionate. You can only learn so much in the classroom, reading from a book, but actually to be out there and to see what you're going to be up against, or the people you meet, that's where the knowledge and experience can come in handy.
My internship is at Elk River Studios in Somatics in Brewer, Maine. I'm in the audio engineering program with a focus in post-production for film and TV. I've gained a lot of experience in what it's actually like to work in a commercial studio.
We have a video studio, and then as well as an audio recording studio. And then we also do somatic instructions and seminars.
You have deadlines to meet, and you need to create a good, solid product. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and I think that holds very true of working in the studio. There's a lot of pressure, but we produce a lot of great work.
I could definitely use a lot of interns like Grant, because again, he's an audio student, and he's been doing a great job with all the audio tasks we've been giving him. He's always interested to learn more about photography, more about video, more about editing.
Just from setting up in the studio to running sessions up here to mixing and mastering, I found that all the knowledge I've gained through the audio engineering program at NESCOM is translated very, very well.
So the value of having an intern here at Elk River Studios is immense. So it's great to have people who really want to get hands-on with a lot of different things.
I'd say I'm a jack of all trades here. I can do everything. The benefits of an internship are so numerous to count.
The quality of Husson students that we get interning here at Elk River Studios, fantastic. For any new intern coming in, my one little line of advice is to just have your mind be open to anything, because that's what we're all about here.
The people who apply for internships are people who want to get experience in their field. I'd say it's in an employer's best interest to look at an intern and say, well, they can provide me this service and I can provide them experience.
And I hope everyone, future interns here get a great learning experience, not just about their field, but every single media platform that we can offer here at Elk River Studios.
My major is mass communications with a concentration in sports journalism. Here as an internship, I essentially do the same things that reporters do here. I'm assigned stories, I work with editors, and then the final piece comes out, goes into the Bangor Daily News or the Weekly.
Internships are great because you get to experience so many different things and so many aspects of the work environment that you can decide, this is something that I really enjoy doing. It's a great way to find your way and find what you want to do after you graduate.
We really expect interns now to have a certain skill set when they come in, because they come in as part of the staff.
It's very cool to actually be published. When that first one came out, I was like, oh, I'm in the newspaper, my name's right there on the byline.
I think it does great things both for the students coming up through journalism programs and for our newspaper, because they bring fresh ideas and new thoughts that we haven't thought of here to the newsroom.
It's a real experience they can put on their resume with real clips.
It really helps just build my writing abilities, my reporting abilities. Every story that I do, my editor will comment on the story and be like, what about this or what about this, and just get me thinking about things I hadn't thought about before.
So you can learn a lot in a classroom, but in actual practice, you can't understand how the dynamics of a newsroom work until you're in one.
Actually, I love our relationship with Husson. I see a really high caliber student coming to us.
And we've hired many people over the years out of our internship program because they've come to us and they've impressed us so much.
Well, I'm very thankful for my experience that I've had here. When I saw the internship, I immediately responded back, yes, I can't wait.
I can't say enough good things about hosting interns at a company and having a part in helping them with their education through work experience.